Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday, the 6th of August, and Friday, the 7th of August, 2020. As usual, we don't typically uh, do market previews for Friday, and I don't see this one being any different based on how this week has gone so far. We had a good Monday and Tuesday trading stocks. We've had gains in futures, but the intraday action has been so horrible, and we'll look at that again. There was a gap up today as opposed to Tuesday. But anyway, let's take a look at everything. Here's the ES front month futures contract. I'm going to focus more on the S&P cash when we get here. So let's just go forward. Crude oil up 50 cents to 42.20. That's kind of a high for the last bit. Gold up $32. This is the thing that's got to be getting a little scary for some people. S&P cash gained 21.26. Most of that was a gap, but keep in mind when we go to projection mode, we are 11 candles up towards a 13 sell signal. We're 6 bars up towards a new count, so we can get to the 13 with another day or two up. If we just close basically here higher a little bit Thursday and Friday, we will close out the week with a 13 sell signal on Friday, and that's kind of the key, I think. NASDAQ 100 up 28.90. That's a blip, but new highs. The SOX was down 2.25. Biotechs were down 6.69. Russell 2000 was up 29 points. The VIX was down 77 cents, so we're back to 22.99 there. The trend closes at 0.87. That puts the 10-day at 1.1. NASDAQ volume 4.1 billion shares. That's about where we've been. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ was plus 1,061. But let's look at the intraday here. Gapped on the morning, we were way up there over 14, maybe 1,500. And then it really sold off quite a bit and came back a little bit later in the day. But even as the market tried, remember, the market moved up in the first hour, and the advanced decline ratio was coming back. And the same thing on the New York. Here's the New York one that opened up at plus 1,600 and closed at about plus 10, so it's actually plus 1,100 or so. But again, that's almost the low of the day on that. So really interesting to see that the more stocks did not gain as we pushed up in that little push we got. Advanced decline, Google up $5.79. That's a blip. Apple up $1.59, was downgraded today by a major analyst at Bank of America. Netflix down $7.53. Amazon up 66.20. Why not? Tesla down $1.98. That's a blip. Facebook down 71 cents. That's a blip. I mean, it was really just a depressing day from that perspective. Goldman Sachs up $2.88. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down $1.50. All right, here goes the ES. Now, let's take a look here. Remember, Monday we gapped up, basically just dead flat all day, a little push up in that first 45 minutes. Tuesday gapped down, pushed back up in the first 45 minutes, dead flat all day until the very last candle. Then here we go. Today we gap up and you think, oh, the first 45 minutes, another little push up. But at the end of the day, dead flat all the way across. And in fact, we swept the lows. This is funny. The range is so narrow, right? We're not even trading at all, that we swept the lows of the day in the second to last candle and still made it back to almost sweep the highs of the day in the last candle. But still with that basically closing just about where we opened. NASDAQ side, not much different. It was a little bit weaker all day, really. It's just been a bad week in the markets from that perspective. All right, in terms of economic data left for the week, remember, we're not going to be back talking probably tomorrow. We've got Challenger job cuts an hour before the bell, weekly initial and continuing jobless claim numbers at 8:30. Natty gas at 10:30, and then on Friday, the big one, the unemployment rate number and the non-farm employment change numbers at 8:30. Final wholesale inventories at 10, and consumer credit at 3. Hopefully have something good happen still before the weekends. Monday and Tuesday were great, though, so you can't really complain. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Thursday and Friday.